Welcome back to another Vahrenberg Implement Informational Series video. Today we're going to talk about AGCO Parts Books online parts books. AGCO Parts is the official parts supplier for Massey Ferguson. What you'll need to do is get online, and we're going to go down here. We're going to click. I've got it started here. You need to go to AGCO Parts with an S and books with an S.com. We'll hit enter here, and you'll see this screen. If there is basically two sections. If you are a previous user and you want full access to everything, you can sign in. Your dealer will have to get you your username and password. It is not necessary. AGCO does not limit what you can view on their parts books by either having a full sign-in, or you can come down here as a guest user right here. Guest user. That's how we're going to go in, because it will allow anybody access to AGCO parts books. No limits. Don't limit the number of pages like some manufacturers. This is kind of an added bonus to buying from a full line manufacturer, is they give you additional resources. I mean, there's money spent here. We're just going to take, for example, we're going to look up a 1742, and you'll need to come over here. You'll type in your model. You'll come over here. We're going to select Massey Ferguson, and then you'll need to do a search. And you will see two different books here. This is showing a quick hitch and subframe. This is going to be a loader information, and that's going to be your actual parts book, your compact tractor. So we'll click on that one. Now, a parts book is broken down into several different sections. So we're going to look for engine, fuel, and exhaust system. What we're going to look for is the engine oil filter. You want to call your local dealer and get them to ship it to you, and want to make sure that you've got the right thing. You need to look, because like these pages here are broken down by different model. Like this is the 36 to the 49 with mechanical transmission. That would be your power shuttle. 36 through 58 with a hydro. So you need to make sure you're getting in the right book if you're going to call in and order parts by a part number. Now, one of the things you can do is come up here and you can search this book. And that's what I want to do, is you can search by a part number, a parts description, or a page title. We're going to do filter. I don't know if I can spell right this morning. You have to do it right for it to be able to do that. Okay, here's the filters out of this book that you can do. Here's an oil filter element. I'm going to click on it. Right there's the engine oil filter. You can click on it, and it'll add it down here to your basket. Now, if you were a full access dealer or a full access customer with a username and password, you can create shopping lists, and you can actually email those to your dealership. You don't have to have that to get started with AGCO parts books, but it might be something that you decide, man, I really like this system, want to work with a local dealer. You can visit here to find your local dealer, and you can create shopping carts. That is basically the only difference between a full user and a guest user. But you can get the part number. It will give you the quantity for the tractor, but I highly recommend still consulting with your dealer. Now, one of the things you always want to look for is manufacturer's notes. We have two manufacturer's notes up here, like fuel filters. There's some different discrepancies or some differences or additional information that they have added about the fuel filter. So you need to make sure you look at those notes. That's one thing working with a dealer, talking with a dealer, is they've got a better success of ordering the right parts the right first time. But the great thing with AGCO Parts Book is getting on the same page. And we'll just go back here. We'll just go to another page here. We're gonna get into something that's a little more complicated. If you want to look at this section, push your left mouse button down. Let's see if I can get this in film here. You push your left mouse button. You can see here. Whoop. Got to get on the picture. You bring that crosshairs, you push your left mouse button, and if you want to zoom in, you draw your box. If you want to zoom in even more, draw your box. Right click will get you back out. Left click and hold and drag will allow you to zoom in on that thing. That's one of the tips to make it a little easier to use AGCOpartsbooks.com. It's a great resource. Lots of information here. We can come back here to home. I'm going to show you. You can go back here. I'm going to look at our heritage. Just look here, see if there's an Oliver 70. There's a old 270 white. There's a 70 Oliver. That's from back in the 1950s. Has a parts book on here. It may not be the easiest thing to use, but AGCO has information for not only the new models, but previous generation models too. So check out www.agcoparts with an S, books.com, and check out your tractor. A lot of times this is nice if you're going to work on something, do something just to make sure you know what's going to happen if you take that bolt loose or how it's put together. It gives you an access. And if you're looking at it, if you're looking at buying a tractor, look how it's built. This is one of the added resources and extra values of buying a Massey Ferguson. Additional resources that they've invested in to help not only the dealers but also help you. You get more when you purchase from a full line manufacturer, and one of the things is AGCOpartsbooks.com. Learn a little bit more about the tractor you're looking at or the products that you currently own. Get more, do more, get a Massey Ferguson. Thank you for tuning in to another Vahrenberg Implement informational series video. And tune back in as we go more in depth about other great products and features from Massey Ferguson.